All right, ladies and gentlemen, Fabs in the house, and welcome back to the channel. I am not in the wild, but I swear I was in the wild when I was taking pictures of these flowers I'm about to show you, because I like to keep my word, and I promised you guys to show you some of the images taken with the Repro Nikkor 85mm f1.0. Yeah, the fastest macro lens ever built to my knowledge. Let me know if I am wrong in the comments down below. I'm gonna go ahead and show you some of the details that you can get by using this lens. It's a unique lens, it's expensive, and you know, some lenses are built for speed, others are built for convenience. You know, there's the Repro Nikkor that is just a simple category on its own. This is a tool, you know, it feels like it wasn't designed for photography so much, but it was just designed to uncover hidden words. Look at that. That looks like a strawberry. This was originally made with, you know, high precision technology to do some crazy reproduction work. You know, the lens has become a cult. If you know this kind, if you're like that crazy and, you know, obsessed with vintage lenses and macro photography, would you look at the detail of this on these petals? This was made for really high precision reproduction work, and it has become like something elusive that if you're a macro photographer, you know, if you're looking for something different, if you're looking for like something like that, something extreme, something pure, this is it. This is not a casual lens because there's no focusing helicoid, no autofocus, there's no flashy modern features. It's just a heavy industrial grade chunk of metal, guys. There's just glass and metal, and just one job that you can do, and it's delivered the cleanest, the sharpest, the most distortion-free image possible. And this, you do it at f1.0, maybe 1.4 if you want to stop it down and have an extra fraction of millimeter of depth of field. But because, you know, as you can see, the depth of field is so shallow that it makes you rethink what in focus even means. Look at this. You know, when you mount this lens and you start shooting macro, you gotta move. You can't focus, especially flowers. There's something that happens, and you realize you're not just there taking pictures. You are here discovering new word, new visual language. You know, f1, almost nothing is in focus. Maybe, you know, the edge of a petal, maybe a single pollen grain. The rest becomes a sea of color and blur. Look at this. You know, the bokeh is so smooth that it looks painted. It's not clinical sharpness that you're after here. It's emotion. It's mood. It's micro mystery. The Repro Nikkor forces you to slow down. There's no grab and go here, guys. You move your entire body to focus. You move, I mean, your head like you're just, it's crazy. It's almost like you're dancing with the subject. Guys, look at this. Might be a little bit overexposed because I'm using the flash, but this is a micro mystery. This is, you know, a lens that forces you to slow down. There's no, you know, there's no other option here because you become hyper aware of every tiny movement. You see that in that finder. You know, it's challenging, yes. The slightest shift forward, back, you know, throws your focus off completely. Look at this. Check this out. It's you start to see differently because it's you get into a meditative state. Actually, it's intimate. You get intimate with nature. This lens turns macro photography into a ritual that is super quiet. It's deliberate. When you really spend time with a flower through this lens, something changes, something clicks. Not only the camera, but you begin to see not just the flower, but how light touches the flower. You start to see how color fades from the center outward. That's the corner of the picture. You start to see patterns, spirals, symmetry, texture you'd never notice with your eyes alone. Because it's impossible. You don't see this close. So at this point, the ordinary turns into the extraordinary. Insects too, they take a new whole life. A tiny ant or a tiny fly, in your frame becomes like a giant explorer of that surreal terrain. You see? You can catch them mid-step. You can catch them paused, dead on a petal, suspended in an image, where there's just a little slight, tiny blade in focus. And everything else is just like this, just pure, creamy bokeh. It's just a slice of clarity in a sea of nothingness. And that's the core experience with this lens. It's, look at this. The photos often look surreal, even abstract. Not even everything makes sense. You can see the individual cells. There's, everything feels right. Look at this. Look at the depth of the pollen on that petal with the insect just lying over. I don't know, maybe it's drunk, or maybe it's dead, or maybe just sleeping. I don't know. But, this feels right. The everything, the softness, the blur. There's a tension between focus and fantasy that it all comes together to show the world that, in a way, it feels honest. Altogether, it makes sense. Not because it's literal, but because there is an emotional connection. This is at least what happens to me. So, the build of the lens matches its purpose. Look at these flowers. It's just flowers, yeah, but the purpose of the lens is just to deliver some solid, heavy, precise results. This is not something you throw in a bag just in case. It's a lens that you plan to carry around. You need a plan. You need attention, and you need commitment. In return, you have this. It gives you images unlike any other lens. It's the only one. Of course, this is a rarity. It's a very limited production lens. It's part of the Nikkor history. I mean, look at this. It's crazy. It's a $2,000 lens, so you're gonna pay a little bit for that. But it makes it less of a tool that the average macro shooter would buy. You wouldn't buy this. It's more like a collector's item. It's like a purchase that is guided by passion, at least in my case, and obsession. Let's be honest. It's probably my favorite macro lens ever. There's another one, Printing Nikkor 85mm. I'm gonna make a video about that. Don't worry. But now we're talking about this guy, so let's not steal the stage. If your macro photography is your language, if you speak this kind of stuff, then you probably want to check this out, because this is gonna become your voice. Look at this, is the only area that is in focus. So this, it is what it is. You know, it's honest, it's pure. It shows this. You know, it shows you that a flower is not just a subject. It's a word. It's something unique. It's something abstract. It's something that you can discover. It's something that you never look with your eyes in that way that you could look at if you would look it through the lens. I don't know if it makes sense, but I'm just probably becoming too romantic towards this lens. This sounds like a love letter to this lens. It's crazy, I know, but yeah, it's you know, the act of seeing that is enhanced through this piece of glass, you know, to the power of getting close, staying still, and letting the subject speak, like this dry, dead leaf, or these flowers, the petals over here. You know, the Repro Nikkor doesn't just take photos. Check this out. This is insane. It's a lens that, look at that. It tells you that there's a universe in every bloom. It tells you that you need to pay attention to what's around you because life is too short. It tells you that nature wants to be noticed by you. Like this flower is just looking directly at me, or like this one. It tells you that nature is colorful, is peaceful, is friendly, smells very good. And there's like lives inside every single nook of the realm that is appearing in front of your eyes, which is called reality. And reality, usually you gotta accept it as it is, not as you would like it to be. And the Repro Nikkor excels at doing that because, as you can see from these pictures, it separates planes in a unique way. The bokeh just disappear in the back. The creaminess is insane. The 3Dness of this lens is unique. There's no other lens that can behave like this. There's no distortion. There's no aberration. It's like phenomenal. It's so good. It's very limiting. It's very hard to use. It's very expensive. It's very rare. But you see, these are all limitations that are gonna push your photography skills to the limit, to the next level, because it is from limitations that great things occur. If you're limited, check this out. You can achieve this kind of stuff. If you're not limited, if you have autofocus, you have whatever, yeah, it's not gonna happen, guys. Limit yourself. Go out from your comfort zone. Forget about being comfort, being autofocus. No. Macro is not about that. Flowers don't like autofocus. I heard the sound bugs them. So you gotta go no focus. Not even manual focus, just no focus. Just choose a lens that doesn't focus. Then you're gonna become the focus. By moving your body, by seeing these colors out of this world, by seeing this level of detail that is critical. It's insanely, look at the blade of focus on this blade of grass. It's just unique. It's just like reality as it is, not as you would like it to be. And that's gotta be accepted for what it is. This looks like a swan, and it's just a petal. So you see, it becomes surreal, abstract, to the point where reality and imagination, they can dance together with the music played by nature. And if you're there as a witness, you can really enjoy this spectacle. And if you're lucky, you're gonna be able to to grasp a part of this reality with your camera and produce some images like that are just gonna be eternal. So there you have it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Stay tuned.